You've heard that Klaviyo is the best email marketing tool for product-based businesses, yet you're stressed trying to figure out how to set it all up. You can't sync it to your Shopify store and you barely know how to create a list. Well, I'm gonna help you out because in today's video, I am giving you the full Klaviyo walkthrough, okay? The full rundown. This is your Klaviyo guide. Stay tuned. Email marketing has one of the highest ROIs, meaning return on investment. It is said that for every dollar that you invest in email marketing, you will make back 40, meaning that if you invest $100 into email marketing, you could potentially make back 4,000. But none of that matters if you are missing one important ingredient, and that is people. You need to have a healthy email list, meaning that you need to have an email list building strategy. I share my most effective email list building strategy in this video right here, and trust me, it works. It doesn't matter what type of brand you have, it works. But all in all, the core to any successful email list building strategy is PVN: present, value, and nurture. By far, having a value exchange has been one of the critical pieces to the most successful email list building strategies that I have ever seen. It doesn't matter if you are selling a digital product to help people improve their finances, or if you are selling clothing to help people improve their wardrobe. You need to have some sort of value to exchange with someone for their information. That value exchange has to exist, and you need to find out what that value is for your brand. Now, how can I confidently say that you need a value exchange and you need a healthy email list building strategy? Well, because I am Chanel Q, and I am a brand strategist that helps entrepreneurs like yourself build bulletproof brands so you can launch, grow, and scale your business tremendously. And if you found yourself on this video for the very first time, hey, welcome to the Hustle Babe community. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so you are notified every single time I drop a video. And today's video is juicy because I am giving you the full breakdown on Klaviyo, and I'm going to give you a full walkthrough type tutorial so that way you can learn how to 1, create your Klaviyo account, 2, import any emails that you've already collected, 3, sync Klaviyo to your Shopify store so that way you can increase your chance of conversions, 4, brand your account so that way your visuals and your pretty colors are all within Klaviyo, and 5, set up your very first automated email campaign. So I'm behind my computer already. Grab your laptop and let's get to it, shall we? So first, I'm going to go to klaviyo.com. I'm going to click where it says sign up, and then I'm going to enter all of my details. Now, I do already have a Klaviyo account, but this is for a new brand. So if you have 2 different businesses, I definitely recommend having 2 separate Klaviyo accounts just to keep your audience separate. So I'm going to go ahead and fill this out, and then we'll get back to it. All done. Make sure that you're putting in information for your business. So whatever email address that you want Klaviyo to send emails from, but also to send email alerts to, you want to make sure that you put that email. So I always use my business email and not my personal email, as well as my company website. But then we're going to hit create account, and we're going to let Klaviyo do its thing. All right, so now it's asking me for my Shopify URL. We can connect this right now, or we can connect it later. If you were to connect this right now, what you want to do is verify that the store URL that they're bringing up for you is actually the correct store URL that's on your Shopify account. So I'm going to show you how you can find that. Okay, so I am in my Shopify account, and there's 2 ways that you can find this, especially before your website is published. After your website is published, it will be automatically up here. But right now, my website is not published. So you want to go to where it says settings, and then you can click domains. This is the easiest way. it's going to show you all of the domains that you've either purchased or that Shopify has given you. So the domain that Shopify gives you has a myshopify.com at the end. So this is actually the Shopify domain that Klaviyo is asking me for. So all I would do is copy this, the front end part, and I would go back to Klaviyo and tell them, no, it's actually this, right? If it was different, but they actually pulled the correct one. But that's how you find your Shopify URL. But I'm going to show you a different way to connect your Klaviyo and Shopify together. If you happen to like skip this step, or maybe you don't have your Shopify account yet, you can still go through and set up your Klaviyo account and then sync your Shopify later. So I'm going to hit, I'll do this later. That way I can show you the other way that you can do it. You're then going to answer all of these questions. So right now we have less than 1,000 contacts. I'm going to put in my business address really quickly. Then you want to put the sender address and the sender name. So if you have a very, very long business name, I suggest you change it. But if it's too late in the game, try to figure out an abbreviated name that somebody will recognize your brand by. One of our abbreviated names, or I shouldn't say one of our, but our main abbreviated name is HBU. So if we wanted to, we can put this as like HBU alerts, HBU orders, or something like that, right? So we actually have both alerts at HBU. That's where we're going to send out all of our email marketing from. And then we have orders at hustlebabeuniversity.com, which is where all of our order updates are going to come from. And it's also going to double as a help area for people who have placed orders. So for this sender address, because I'm sending mostly marketing emails, I'm going to set this as alerts at hustlebabeuniversity.com. And I'm going to keep it as Hustle Babe University up here. And I'll see how it looks when I preview an email. Then you're going to answer these questions. I'm doing both email and SMS. All right, so let's go ahead and confirm our email and then we'll come right back. All right, so let's refresh because my email should be confirmed. Yep. And now we are in Klaviyo. So it's literally that easy. It took us maybe 5 minutes to do this, but it's really simple to get your Klaviyo account created. The cool thing about Klaviyo is it's free for your first 250 subscribers. So if you go to the plans, I'll show you what it looks like. You'll see that right now I have 250 active profiles and up to 500 email sends, and that's completely free. And I have 150 SMS credits, which are completely free. And then reviews. This is something new that they added, which I don't know much about, but I'll explore it and I'll explain it later. And so all of these are your limits for the free account, but it's really simple to set up your Klaviyo account. And so that's how you set it up. The next thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to want to import any customers or any potential customers, I should say, that we've collected elsewhere. So let's say you started a landing page on either another email marketing platform, or maybe you used just like a Canva landing page or something like that to start collecting emails and names. We want to now bring that stuff into Klaviyo so that it's all in one place. So for me, I actually had another Shopify account that's for for my main brand. And until I got this Shopify account set up, I actually had just set up a lock page on that account and had people signing up via that. So I actually pulled the people who signed up via that waitlist page, and I have them in a CSV file, and I'm going to now upload that to Klaviyo. So pretty much to download a CSV file, wherever it is that you collected these emails, you should see a download contacts option, and it's going to download as a CSV file, which is something you can open up on Google Sheets or Excel. So from the main homepage on on Klaviyo, I'm going to click where it says list and segments. I'm then going to scroll through to get to my launch waitlist. I'm going to open it up. I'm going to go to where it says manage lists, and then you're going to see a button that says import contacts. I'm going to click where it says import contacts, and then I'm going to upload my CSV file to this. So I believe it is called pre-launch. So HBU pre-launch subs. Let's make sure this is the right one. Yes. So this is HBU pre-launch subs. This is all of the people who have joined my email list through a landing page I set up. I'm going to go through this. I'm going to make sure everything matches up. So email goes to email, first name, last name to last name. You can put the source if you want to. So you can tell them like, okay, where you got it from, they're going to pull this as a manual upload if you don't input anything here. So yeah. And then you can tell them a status. So you can create these new themes as you get more acclimated with your email campaigns and segments and all that. You can add it to a new segment if you like. You can also do a whole bunch of stuff. But what we want to do is we want to match up their information. So we're going to match up address to address, address to address to, city to city, country to country, phone number, which I don't think we have, to phone number, zip code to zip here. And because I'm pulling this from another email marketing software, it has like all of these other segments, but none of those matter in this case. Yeah, none of those matter in this case. All right, cool beans. So now we're going to hit next. I'm going to check both of those. Hit import, and then it's going to load all of this. If there's any mistakes in your emails, like maybe somebody put .con instead of .com, it's not going to import. If you are missing something like maybe consent or something, it's not going to import. But for the most part, if you collected this from another email platform, it should already have some of those things set up for you. So you're just going to let it queue itself. It could take a lot of time, so we're not going to sit here and watch it, but that's literally how you would upload your outside contacts. So let's say something wasn't syncing for you before, like maybe the Klaviyo and Shopify sync didn't work for you before, but you still wanted to put up your landing page, and now you have to manually upload those things. This is how you would manually upload everybody to your list. Now that we've created our Klaviyo account, we are going to sync our Klaviyo account with Shopify. So there are two ways that you can do this. The first way is they're going to prompt you to connect your Shopify account when you first create your account. However, if you missed that, or if you skipped that step before, you can still do it. And that's what we're going to do here today. Now, the reason why I love syncing my Klaviyo account with my Shopify account is because you unleash the power of automations. That means that if somebody comes to your website and they sign up for your newsletter list, they're automatically added to your email marketing platform. You don't have to do it manually. Or let's say they go to your website and they abandon cart. You can set up an automatic email campaign that goes to them from Klaviyo, and it'll sync that automatically because it'll be able to read your Shopify data. Klaviyo and Shopify are a match made in heaven. And honestly, they are the go-to email marketing platform for Shopify, which is why when you are creating your account with Klaviyo, they prompt you to put your Shopify link, because Klaviyo and Shopify go together like peanut butter and jelly. So how we want to integrate our Shopify account is from the home page. You're going to see this, right? You're going to see your dashboard, but on the left-hand side, you're going to see some menu options. You want to click where it says your brand name and brand email. You're then going to click integrations. It's going to pull up a page that looks like this. Don't be too startled. You want to look in the right-hand corner where it says add integration. We're going to click that. And then you're going to either go through all of these pages to see what other cool integrations that you can integrate with Klaviyo. One of my favorites being like Google Ads and Facebook advertising, because if you're doing paid advertising, Klaviyo can actually track the people who interact with your ads, who end up buying from your ads, who end up doing whatever action it is that you're running the ad to do, which is literally priceless. Okay. But I'm just going to search in integrations for Shopify. Then I am going to click into Shopify, and it's going to prompt me with these steps. Now, before you start filling this out, there are two important things for you to know.
One is where it says sync data from Shopify. This is where Klaviyo is saying, we will sync your Shopify email subscribers to Klaviyo. Moving forward, anybody who subscribes will be automatically added to Klaviyo. It doesn't matter where on the Shopify website they subscribe at. If it is a Shopify newsletter input, they're going to be subscribed to Klaviyo. And so this is golden. This is the gold. This is what you want to make sure that you have checked. The next thing that you're going to see is you can sync your Shopify SMS subscribers to Klaviyo. So you have the option to collect SMS on Shopify in multiple places. You can either collect it once people have ordered with you at the back end, or you can alter your forms on Shopify to ask for SMS as well as email, as well as name. All of that stuff can be edited on Shopify on the front end. And so whichever way you collect it, Klaviyo can actually pull it. But in order for us to do this, we need to make sure that we set up SMS through Klaviyo first. So we're going to click this button here where it says set up SMS, and then we're going to go through these prompts. I plan on sending it to the United States, Canada, United Kingdom. Yeah, that's my top because my audience. Now I'm going to have to fill out my company information again. So let's go ahead and do that. Now that I'm done putting in all of my information, I hit next and it took me to this page. This page is going to pretty much ask you what you want to be known by when you actually send stuff. So what number you'll have, as well as what you want your sender ID to be. And so I want my sender ID not to be Hustle Babe, but to be HBU if possible, but it says it needs to be 4 characters. So 4 to 11 characters. I feel like Hustle Babe is already 10 characters, so that doesn't make sense. HBU alerts, maybe. I don't really like it that much, but that's what I switched it to. And this is mainly just for United Kingdom, so for the UK. And so my company name is Hustle Babe University. It'll be added to the beginning of messages sent to any country except Canada. So it'll say Hustle Babe University, which is fine. I'm going to go ahead and hit done. And boom, now my SMS is set up. The next thing that you want to make sure that you do before you actually fill out all this information and sync it to Shopify is you want to make sure that you create a list where all of your data will go for right now. Okay, so I have already created a list called Launch Waitlist because everybody that's pulling from Shopify right now will go there. Another list that you may want to create is something called New Email Subscribers. And that is really, really cool to do because then they can automatically go to your welcome series. So once my shop is open for business, I'm actually going to create a list called New Email Subscribers. And I'm going to switch this integration to send them to new email subscribers. But because I'm doing this all for launch, I'm setting it up to go to my launch waitlist. So first thing you want to do is copy your Shopify URL again. You're going to paste it at the top where it says store URL. You then want to read this on-site tracking disclaimer. You're going to make sure that this button is checked. If you are doing SMS, you want to make sure that this button is checked as well. Right now, I'm going to select launch waitlist once again. We recommend choosing different lists. Okay, let's just do SMS subscribers for right now. Then, it says, do you want to sync data to Shopify, sync profiles, all that type of stuff? Yes, we want everything to sync. You can decide whether you want all profiles to sync, including new and previous profiles, or if you just want profiles that only exist in Shopify. I recommend just doing all profiles so that it can operate its best. And then we want everything to sync down here. Every single thing, so leave everything checked. Then we're going to hit connect to Shopify. It's going to load. Have to go through Shopify and approve everything. Then we're going to hit integrate. And it is going to load and do its thing on the back end. Boom. Now our integration is actually set up. Oh, one thing that I forgot is you want to make sure that you turn off the that you turn off the double opt-in for your list, okay? So you want to go to settings, and you're going to click where it says consent, and you're going to put single opt-in. What double opt-in does is it sends an email to the person that they then have to say, yes, I subscribe to this email for them to be added to your list. You want people to be automatically added to your list without having to jump through extra hoops. And people are going to expect that whatever they signed up for, they're going to get immediately, that there's no extra step that they need to take. So make sure that you change this. Everything is taking some time. So it's about 67% synced. Once it's done syncing, you will be able to see your list in the list and segments area. You'll be able to see everyone that's actually on your list, but we need to wait until it's 100% complete. Before you start sending emails or setting up anything, you want to make sure that you complete your profile. So if you go to your home page, on the left-hand side, you're going to see the percentage of completion. You want to click that. As you see, I'm only 31% complete. And then you want to complete the rest of this, right? So we've already done these 3 things. Now you want to build your brand library. This is pretty much pulling from your brand kit. So I'll show you what my brand kit looks like, and we're going to import all of those color codes and also our logo into our brand library. So I'm going to click this, and let's pull up my brand kit. So I have a bunch of copies of my brand kit. The one main place that I keep it in is Canva. So I am in Canva, and pretty much I'm going to go back and forth between Canva and Klaviyo. So let me upload my logo. Boom. So that's uploaded. Now I'm going to set these colors up based on my color palette. So for the body text, I am going to keep it as blackety black. So we're going to move it all the way down to black. And then we are going to do our links as orange. So I'm going to go here. I've already preloaded my colors and things into Canva underneath brand. So I'm going to scroll to the colors here. So it's right here, so I can just click that at any time. But because I'm also on my brand kit, I can just copy it from here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make my links orange. Or should I make my links pink and my buttons orange? No, I'm going to make my links orange. And then I'm going to make my buttons this pink. All I'm doing is copying the color code and pasting it. And then the accent color, I'm going, oh no, actually, I might make my buttons green. Let's see how this looks first. All right, so I have the accent as green. I might make the button green and the accent pink. So I'm gonna switch these around. I feel like that looks better. Green screams money, click here, there's something positive. Then I can switch the font. So Klaviyo has basic fonts in here. None of the fonts that I use are actually in here. So I'm just going to pick whichever one looks the most similar or just the most fun, in my opinion, that's somewhat on brand. If I don't find any, I'll just keep it to the basic of the basic, because that's not really going to matter once we start designing our emails and things like that. It's not really going to matter. So I'll just keep it at Helvetica. You can then add links to the top and then your social icons. So I'm just going to go through this really quickly. The only link that I have, well, I got more than one link. I'm going to add my website. youtube.com/the brand hustler. And the only reason I'm doing this is because we don't have a YouTube channel right now, and my channel actually has like on par information with the brand. So let's say you are coming out with waist trainers and you have a YouTube channel that's fitness related. I would honestly just link that because that allows them to build trust with you as a CEO. So I'm selling digital products, and my YouTube channel has those things. So, and I honestly would like reorder these and make the shop now button be in the middle and follow us be at the edge. So I'll just switch that real quick. All right, so that's that. Then we'll do the same thing with social media. So YouTube. So boom, we're gonna hit update down here, and we're gonna save all the changes. So now it has those links down there, and as I expand my brand, I'll keep coming back to add more. Save changes. Now we're gonna go to fonts, and you can import your own font, or you can choose from another Google font or from Adobe font. We have our font downloaded, so I am going to follow these instructions to import my font, but I'm going to do that later. Actually, we'll do it right now. So you got to follow all of these things. So go here, do all that stuff, da 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 da. It tells you how to do it, like how to upload your font and all that type of stuff. So you got to find the source address, and then you update this. So my designer actually made the font, so I'm gonna get the source address from her, and then I'll add it later. But in the future, when I'm designing my emails, I'll come back and show you guys how I did this. But pretty much after that, this should start to update to show you the percentage of completion. We're gonna skip adding team members for now. That upped my completion as well. You then want to make sure that for SMS, you update your terms of service. So we don't already have one, so we need to create one. And the terms of service pretty much should tell people like what they're getting into, how to unsubscribe, all that type of stuff. So our support email is actually orders@hustlebabeuniversity.com. Transactional types, updates, alert, information, promotion, specials. Yep. We're sending all of these. So hit next. Privacy policy, URL. This is going to pull from your website. Our website isn't up yet, so I technically don't have a privacy policy. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my Shopify, and then I'm going to navigate to where it says online store so that I can bring up preferences. You'll see all of these things here. Make sure that you set your privacy consent down here correctly, read it, and decide which one you want to do. But then pretty much I am going to go to pages, click add a page, and I'm going to put privacy policy. I can then import my own privacy policy that maybe a lawyer or something has created for me, or whatnot. And if not, Shopify has policies that you can use. So you would go to settings, click policies, and then it'll walk you through all of these, and you can click where it says create from template, and it tells you something in bold and highlighted what to change, all that type of stuff. But for now, I'm just going to hit save because the point of this is to show you how to link it and get your profile set up. We're not going to go through the policies and all that type of stuff. I do have multiple Shopify videos on my YouTube channel. I think one of them does go over the back end setup of policies and stuff. Actually, I'm positive that it does. So I'll link it below and also on the screen. But pretty much once you set that up, your policy, let's go back here real quick. Once you set that up, your policies are going to be like preloaded here pretty much. Okay. So you'll have that. Now, your policies should be linked at the bottom of your page on your website. Our website isn't active, but if I were to go to what my website looks like right now, you can add it to the footer, right? So what we'll do is we'll go back to admin, and then we're going to go to navigation, and then we're going to make sure our footer menu now includes the policies that we just created. We're going to click policy, click privacy policy, click add, hit save. We're going to click menu. and we're going to change the menu to make sure that it says footer menu, and now it does. Hit save. So now when we go to Hustle Babe University, it's at the bottom. If we click it, it'll pull up the link. All right, so now we're going to go back, click this, paste it there, and just make sure that you go back and actually update your privacy policy before you launch, though, and before you start using SMS. So then now it has the mobile terms of service. So you want to copy this, right? You can host it here, or you can add it to your terms of service on Shopify. I'm going to have it host in Klaviyo and acknowledge it, but I've also copied it because I'm going to paste it in my terms of service on Shopify. Okay. So now you've updated that. You're going to go to the next one, which is grow your audience. It'll tell you how to do all of this stuff. We're going to create a welcome flow, which is going to be our pre-launch flow anyway. So this will be checked off, but you can walk through all of this, and it'll ask you to set up your abandoned cart flow and all that, which over time, we're going to do this before launching. But right now, as of today, that's all we need to do to set up our profile, and it's 50% complete. And that's about it. Now that you have created your Klaviyo account, you synced your Klaviyo to Shopify, you've uploaded any contacts that you've already had, and you started to set up your brand on Klaviyo, the next thing you want to do is start working on your workflows. Workflows in Klaviyo are pretty much automated email campaigns. So there are different terms for them in the business and marketing world, and different platforms will call them different things. Klaviyo calls their email campaigns flows. So if you go to flows, you're going to then see that you have a bunch of templates that you can start with. Okay. So when you click flows, you're going to see that there are different templates. You have welcome series, which is what we're going to create. Abandoned cart, which is what goes out when somebody abandons something on your site. You have the SMS welcome series because you want to do one for both email and SMS, or you want to have a combined flow that combines both email and SMS in one thing. You have browse abandonment. The difference between browse abandonment and abandoned cart is that browse abandonment is when somebody looks at something and doesn't add it to cart, whereas abandoned cart is them adding it to cart and then not checking out. Okay. And those two work hand in hand. You have a customer thank you, which is after people purchase from you, thanking them and building loyalty and rapport. You then have a product review and cross sell. So pretty much this is if somebody has bought something from you in the past, it will cross sell them into something that's similar. And then customer win back is if somebody has bought something from you way in the past and you want to re-engage them, then you can use the customer win back. They have a bunch of other ideas as well. When you click view all of the flows, you'll see a bunch of stuff pop up. But I'm going to go back to this page because the main ones that I recommend are all on this page. So there are 3 main series that I recommend you set up. Welcome email series, thank you email series, abandoned cart email series. And like I said, pre-launch email series is very similar to welcome series. So when I say that, I'm talking about both. But I say you should set up the welcome email series because you want to nurture your customers once they join your list, let them know what to expect, and welcome them to the community or to the tribe, and really tell them more about your brand, about your products, and get them primed and excited to actually want to shop with you. Abandoned cart, because like you see here, it says every 7 out of 10 carts are abandoned. If 7 out of 10 carts are abandoned, and you never do anything to recover them, that's a lot of money that you're leaving on the table. So I highly recommend setting up an abandoned cart series and not just relying on the email that Shopify sends out for you, because that's like a one-time thing. You want to set up an entire series that spans over a few days, so that way people are reminded, not annoyed, but reminded. You then also want to do the thank you email series, because after someone purchases with you, the goal is for them to refer you to other people, for them to leave a review, for them to, love their experience with your brand. And so sending them a series of emails and text messages after they purchase with you is golden to do that. Okay. So that's the 3 main emails that I recommend. I do have a video where I break down each of these and what they are, as well as why I recommend them and an overview of what should be included in them. So I'll leave that link either on the screen or below as well. You can honestly just go to my YouTube channel and search email, and you'll see the email videos that I have pop up, and that is one of them.
Whoa. You mean to tell me that you've watched the video all the way up until this point? I need you to stop real quick and comment down below in all caps, "in it to win it," because you are a true hustle babe who is in it to win it for now and forever more. Shout out to you for watching this video up until this point. And just for that, I am going to give you a very special bonus completely for free. I am going to give you my very own template to create your email automated welcome series. Okay. So I am going to be talking about why it's important. I'm also going to be telling you how many emails to include in that email campaign sequence. And I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to put in each and every email so that you can nurture your audience and tell them more about your brand and make more money. I'm going to leave the link in the description box below. So go ahead and grab your email sequence template completely for free on me. Shout out to you. Now, let's get back to the video.
But pretty much, let's go into act as if we are creating a pre-launch flow. So you can either create a flow from scratch by hitting this button up here in the top right hand corner, or you can use one of Klaviyo's templates for you. So when I click this, right, it's going to walk me through the steps to set this up. So I want to select a trigger. Triggers are pretty much when people do a certain thing, you want them to be added somewhere on your email marketing platform. So let's say I want when people join my launch waitlist new, that's the trigger, right? Because this is for our pre-launch welcome. I then get to say, okay, will I be offering a coupon? Yes, I will. I'll be offering a coupon for launch day. And so all new signups right now will get a coupon. In the future, when I launch, I'm going to put new signups who have never purchased will get a coupon. But right now, all new signups will get a coupon. And then I can have a unique coupon code be set up for every subscriber, or I could create my own code. The difference between these two is a unique code is going to be something that's automatically created. So it could look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the next person might get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? Maybe on this page it actually has examples so I can show you what I'm talking about. Let's see. Like this. So you see how it's like a bunch of different letters and numbers combined. That's what a unique coupon code would be. But if you're like, girl, I want my coupon code to be branded. I want it to be cute. I want it to look something like this, where this says use code just for you or use code hustle babe or whatever. Then you want to create what's called a static coupon code and then use that code. Now, I'm not going to type my actual code here because you need to join the pre-launch list to get a code. But let's say I'm going to call this test 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to say save 0% because we're not saving anything. This is a test code. Actually, let's just do save 10%. Entire order or something like that. Then we're going to hit next. Now, if you're wondering, okay, what's a good code to have for a welcome email? What's a good code to have for my pre-launch email series? Then you need to make sure that you are actually buying some of my ebooks or enrolling in my courses over at the Brand Hustler. So for Hustle Babe University, I have digital products where we help you brand, launch, grow, all of that stuff. So it's a mixture of physical and digital products, but the ebooks obviously are digital, and there is an ebook called the Ultimate Launch Guide. And in that Ultimate Launch Guide, I talk through how to have a successful launch. Now, obviously, books can only go so deep. So if you are watching and you're like, I need the step-by-step, play-by-play, I need somebody holding my hand, then you want to check out the Ultimate Launch Course, ULC, that I offered through my other business, the Brand Hustler LLC, okay? So the Ultimate Launch Course is a program that takes you through basically branding and launching within 90 days. Anyway, so then you can set up like coupon reminders and all that type of stuff and yada, yada, yada. So I'm just going to hit next. But what it's doing is it's basically walking me through all of the steps to use the template. So because the template includes a coupon, because the template, includes such and such, I need to set all those things up first. Then you see that it starts to build out over here. Okay. So now it's time for us to go through, and then we're going to actually edit the email and all that type of stuff too. So right now I'm using AI to do it. So AI is going to create emails and all that type of stuff for me, but I don't trust AI. I would definitely edit this yourself. So like this says, "Hi there, I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining. Here's da 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 on your first purchase." Like that's obviously not my brand voice and not my brand tone. So we want to make sure that we actually go into this email and edit the email. Now I teach my people the exact emails to send and what to send in them, as well as how many emails, because sending one email is not enough. So if I wanted to add another email, you would basically click over here and then drag it to where you want it to be added. And then you would go in here, edit the subject, preview text. Then you will be able to select a template and create your emails and all that type of stuff. So pretty much that's how workflows work. And then once you select a template, you're able to then edit these templates in Klaviyo. Now, the last gem that I am going to give y'all is I highly recommend designing your emails somewhere else and then loading them into Klaviyo. You can design this for yourself on Canva. You can buy a design from a designer. You can buy a design from other places. But I highly recommend that, so that way it's on brand. Some of the biggest companies that you know of actually use platforms like Klaviyo, and they have really put together emails. So for example, let's say I wanted to search pretty little thing email. Let me show you what their emails look like. If you want an email that looks like this, you're not designing that in Klaviyo. You're designing that somewhere else, and then you're importing it into Klaviyo. If you want me to do a video on how to do that, I can do that. This, however, is something that I want to master first before I teach it. I know how to do it, but I feel like I haven't done it enough to teach y'all all the hacks and tricks. I should have it down packed like in like a few weeks. So if you guys do want me to do a video on it, on how to create your own and how to upload it to Klaviyo, I can definitely do a video on that in the near future. But let me know if that's something that you want to see. If you are a student of mine or a client of mine, you have the ability to learn from me right now as I learn all of these new features, tricks, hacks, all of that. So if you are enrolled in any of my programs, if you're in the membership, or if you are in the Ultimate Launch Course, or if you work with me one-on-one as a 6-month coaching client, and you're like, "Chanel, teach me this right now," just please hit me up either in our group chat or hit me up on our in our personal chat and let me know that you want me to walk you through this, and I will walk you through it the next time we meet. But yeah, that's all. That is how you will set up workflows inside of Klaviyo. And that's it.
If you enjoyed this full depth tutorial, then you're definitely going to enjoy the tutorials and the strategy sessions that we have within my new membership, BCEO. Doors open up on Friday, June 14th. So if you're seeing this video before then, make sure that you join the waitlist, because we got extreme goodies that we are giving away to the first few people who join BCEO. And you also get bonus nuggets from just being on the waitlist. So definitely make sure that you go ahead and open up the link in my description box and sign up for the waitlist for BCEO, which is my new membership community. Meanwhile, you wait, check out the other videos that I have on my channel. Also, I also have a podcast, so check out the Hustle Talks podcast as well, which is also on this very YouTube channel that you are watching. I hope that this video was super helpful to you. Please share it, rewatch it as many times as you need to get your Klaviyo together, okay? And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell. Follow me over on Instagram at The Brand Hustler, where I post gems over there and give you insight into the entrepreneurship lifestyle. And other than that, I will see you in the next video, Hustle Babes. Bye.